Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Saturday live stream. And I have to say, after 4 days of live streaming straight, I'm starting to get a little bit loopy. Hopefully we'll have the energy levels to make this a good stream. Oh man. I mean, Wednesday we still stream Civ 5. And then Thursday, Friday, and today we've been streaming Civ 6 like crazy. Might still have our Dungeons & Dragons stream tomorrow morning, I don't know. But I'm starting to get a little bit worn out. That being said, I have to say, I feel like the rest of the world is getting a little bit worn out by the Norwegian Vikings over here. Actually, when I loaded it up and this was our initial view, I'm like, oh, did I load the wrong save? Is this the Roman game? No, it's just that we've conquered all of Rome and Germany and a few other places. Like, here's Norwegian Athens, for example. Everything is awesome. Woo! Oh, man. Excited to be playing this. I'm hoping, if we get lucky, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but if we get lucky, we might be able to finish this run today. We'll see how it goes. Especially, I mean, we could trivially, easily finish the run if we just went for a military victory. We could probably go and get our domination relatively easily over here, but I really want to play a little bit more with the religious mechanics, so hopefully we can really up our faith production. It's not bad right now. We're making 200 faith per turn right now, so we can start to pump out some apostles pretty damn fast. Right now, they're costing us about 200 faith for an apostle, although I think the cost will go up with each one that we do. So, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. We are going to work on getting some more holy sites up, just increasing our faith production some more, and seeing if we can't overwhelm people for that. Technically, we're still at war with Rome? I thought we finished Rome. I guess not. We're also at war with America, because they were in our way. It's literally the only reason we started that war. We'll see how it goes. I realize I don't have my game sounds on, so give me a moment there, and then we'll take a look at the chat. Take a look. I want to say hello and thank you to everyone who's using their Amazon Prime subscription to go and subscribe to the channel over here. If you're an Amazon Prime subscriber or whatever, you get one free sub a month that you can use on Twitch, and a lot of you guys are using it over here. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. So I think that's a cool announcement. I'm still on I got 1 year of Twitch Turbo at some point. I'm still on that, but I'm definitely going to be using an Amazon Prime thing after that, especially with the holidays coming up. I always do most of my shopping online because it's easy. I've never done the Amazon Prime thing before, but now I will. It's like, I don't want Amazon Prime. I want Twitch Prime. Turn the sounds down a little. I just think I dropped it down, but let me drop it down a wee bit more and try something like that. I realize the sub sounds will probably be a bit on the loud side. We'll see how it goes. You guys will let me know. Klingzor, thank you very much for the resub. Yeah, we went relatively wide. Did a fair amount of expansion, a fair amount of early warfare. As a result, my cities aren't super big, both due to amenity limits and housing limits. We've got most of the improvements that we can put in the city to improve the housing at this time. We haven't unlocked neighborhoods yet. I don't think we've unlocked sewers either, but maybe soon. But we can also get the housing limit up a little bit more, just some more farms. And the amenities are starting to get improved because we, for example, over here... Oh, I didn't realize there's like a little merry-go-round animating. Ha! Got an entertainment complex over here. It's got an arena, and once it's got a zoo, it will spread amenities to all cities within 6 tiles, which is going to be pretty awesome. So we'll get a bit of overlapping there. We've got a bunch of factories set up finally. So we set up industrial zones, workshops, factories. The factories share their production bonus within 6 tiles, and it does overlap, which is stupendously good. So our production's really starting to improve here. And that's going to keep sort of rocking and rolling. We're a little early for the Industrial Revolution still. So, you know, that's good. It's not going to be a fast finish to the game if we keep going down the religious route, since we had to sort of learn the religious route on the fly, and for some reason we keep taking a bunch of time to conquer our neighbors. But it's because they're jerks. They're in my way. It's just, you know... And you know what? For every nation we conquer, the fewer nations we have to worry about converting. And actually, Rome was someone who was competing with us religiously. They were sending us a lot of apostles, so by taking them mostly out of the picture, well, we get their faith generation, which is nice to be able to steal that, and, yeah, the Colosseum over here, nice. In addition to that, then they can't go and fight my religious warfare. Turge with another tip. Thank you very much, Turge. You've been really, really awesome. Thanks for all the support. And Turge says, today is Civtober 1st. Says, not at all hyped for Civ 6. Yeah, I can tell. Does mean we're only 20 days away from the official release of Civ 6, which is really exciting. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, so what's our current status here? Again, things are going pretty well. If we look at the score, we're doing okay. We're doing okay score-wise. You know, we're only doubling Congo. Only doubling Congo, who's in second place over here. Religious-wise, we have converted 2 of 6 civs, so that's me. Oh, and the Greeks! The Greeks have technically converted over to Charlieism, which is good. So that's interesting. Is Scythia itself not converted over to Sikhism? That's kind of what this tells me. Also, I'll note that Rome is not in here. I think they got defeated, and I think our tooltip at the top may have just not updated. We'll see how it goes. This field cannon over here, I think we were talking about moving to New York and really focusing on that. Hey, there's my spy. And I think that's what I will do, is I will focus on New York first, because it'll be easier to get my ships over to do that. We'll see how it goes. So the rest of the chat says, actually, show details on score scene. Oh, yeah, good point. On the score scene screen, for example, we can show details. It gives you a breakdown of where all the points come from, which I think is a lovely way of doing it. I think in Civ 6, you could still get it, you'd mouse over. I mean, it might still be okay to have the mouse over, but by doing this, you can see almost all of our score comes from our empire score, which presumably is probably something like number of cities plus population, that kind of math over there. So we're doing pretty well. Our civics progress seems to be ahead of everyone else, so we're making more culture than everyone else. Our technology score of 84 should be well ahead of everyone else. Yeah, 62 is as close as it gets with the Congo over here. A great people score, we've only got 15, and the Congo actually have 27, so they've spawned more of those. And we do have a 30 wonder score, although not all of those are wonders that we have built. Although we're happy to grab wonders because we get +4 faith from each one. So that's quite good. And actually, we're building a ton of wonders over there. I don't remember if we finished. In the Greek territory over here, no. Oh, yeah. In the Greek territory, we did finish Mont Saint-Michel over here, which is going to make our apostles a lot stronger. That's one of the reasons we're saving up faith, because now we can spam out apostles that come with the martyr ability. I don't even remember what it does, but we'll find out when we start. I mean, I guess I could check in the Civilopedia. Martyr? No. Martyr. What did I spell wrong? Why isn't martyr on the list when I spell it this way? So, M-A-R-T is martyr, M-A-R-T-Y is not, but with an R, then it shows up again. Anyway, this is a trait. Relic is created if the apostle dies in theological combat. Okay, that's actually really good. I mean, assuming we've got enough slots for it. Relics give faith per turn and culture. I mean, I don't think we're going to intentionally get any apostles to die, but it's an interesting little perk. Alright, this guy's got to heal up. This Inquisitor, I'm not going to send them out into battle at this time, so I'm going to run you back to a holy site over there. Bump, bump, bump. My Twitch is Belgian all of a sudden. Where's the English gone? That's interesting. Clearly, that's a first step to Belgium taking over the world, which we all knew was going to happen at some point. Oarsman, thank you very much for the resub. Street 9C, Rat Lord as well, thank you very much. We've got Sanctimus as well, resubbing. Nordix with a 26th month in a row, thank you very much there. True NGT, thank you very much for the resub over there. And Hyperbite with a new subscription. Also, I don't think the subscription with Twitch Prime isn't highlighting for me in the chat right now, so it's a little harder to catch. Like Empty Sergeant, I see you subscribe with Twitch Prime. So thank you very much for everyone who, hey Bob the Hun, thank you everyone who's subbing with the Twitch Prime stuff, but I'm going to have a harder time catching it because the tools haven't been updated to properly highlighted on my screen. Anyway, you over here in New York, you've got nothing else to do. It's funny, we've got 2 buttons here, Pillage Road and like Pillage. And we discovered pillaging some things heal you and other things don't, right? I don't think I'm going to pillage here. I think I'm just going to, I'll take the promotion. We'll take Tortoise to make me a little bit tankier. And we're just going to sit there and wait. This is going to be my territory. I don't want to pillage my territory. I do want to hit this goody hut. We got a Eureka for sanitation. So the nice thing, like, here's the thing with these tribal villages, right? And I mean, I'm sure we're not playing on the final AI. Hopefully not. We'll see. When the exploration of, like, when the AI's exploration sort of behavior, my hair's still, I was really late this morning, so I just got out of the shower a little while ago. My hair's still pretty wet, which is why it looks a little silly. Let's get the Viking hat on. We won't have these late game goody huts. But the fact that the goody huts only ever give you Eurekas and not free technology, I think feels better. I like it. We still have a lot to figure out about the pace of research. In my Rome game, for example, I teched way harder than needed. You know, and even in this game, we teched harder than needed. We can really sort of pull back on the tech effort, especially if we're conscientious about Eurekas and things like that. And clearly, I need to up my other districts a little bit more. You know, I prioritize campus fairly early. Maybe I should prioritize holy sites, entertainment districts, theater squares. Maybe those things need to be prioritized a little bit more. But it's hard to, like, overcome my AI of, like, no, science all the time, science harder. Science is still good, but it's no longer, like, the most important thing, which I think is good for game balance. All right, you have gone and built the fish. This terrain, oh, hasn't actually all been improved. So go ahead and head over there. And I think that's the end of the turn. You get bonus distance for factories from city-states. Oh! Are you saying there's a suzerain bonus from one of the city-states that increases the range? Oh! Toronto! Regional effects from your industrial zones and entertainment complexes reach 3 tiles farther. That's why the math wasn't working out. I knew I was counting the tiles properly. So our factories have a range of 9 tiles with this. Okay, Toronto may be the most important city-state in this game. 3 extra tiles is massive. And you know what I'm going to do? I've got 2 extra envoys. I'm going to send them to Toronto. Going up to 5 doesn't do anything for us. When we get to 6, it's actually a pretty good bonus. And more importantly, I don't want anyone to compete against me in Toronto. Plus 3 range is huge. I mean, the thing is, they're all really good. Here, Vilnius. When you enter a new era, gain a random inspiration. Oh, that's really nice. Although, we're not in the atomic era yet, so we can get that one more time. 15% boost towards wonders is very nice, but honestly, this plus 3 range is massive. Light and everyone's got a unique one. Here, your light and heavy cavalry unit, plus 5 strength when fighting on hills. It's oddly specific. Units receive double experience from battles that they initiate. That's huge. Yerevan, your apostle units can choose from any possible promotion instead of receiving a random promotion. That's quite nice. It'd be nice to get that in there. Your builders can now make colossal head improvements. Oh, wait, Laventa. Oh, that's quite cool. So, your cities earn 15% more science whenever you're not at war with any civilization. Okay, yes, it is important to keep a hold of Toronto. And we are at war right now, actually. So maybe I shouldn't worry about this. But, yeah. You know what? No, the production bonus actually is more important to us right now. We don't need any more science. We've got religion. What do we need science for? Okay, this Great Admiral is still a little bit odd. Yeah, I literally cannot move away from this Great Admiral. Nor, as far as I can tell, can I kill the Great Admiral. He's actually keeping me pinned down. He's like stealing my ship. Huh. Oh, I love the motorhome here. Also, did you hear the motorhome sounds when I switched to this unit? It's so entertaining. Where were we sending you? Probably down here. I wasn't sure about sending it through the sea, although it's been a while since we've seen a barbarian ship there. It's probably okay, but... where do we want to settle? There's no good place where we can get a harbor with double sea resources. So it doesn't matter too much. I'm tempted to say right here. Because it looks like we'll get the 2 crabs, we'll get the rice, we'll get double stone. That seems fine. I mean, it's late enough in the game that it doesn't matter too much. That city's probably not going to be influential. But we'll see. Can you find that Admiral in Civilopedia? That's a good question. Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz. It's interesting that they're all listed. Yeah. Forms an armada out of a military naval unit. Passive effect gives bonus combat strength and +1 movement to Renaissance and industrial area. So it doesn't have anything specific about this sort of zone of control. I gotta think there's just a bit of a glitch going on here. Or whether or not it's a glitch or something that was intended and it turns out that, like, okay, it's intended, but this may not be the way we want to go. There we go. I can move my ironclad away now. Or, well, okay, it's not my turn yet.
The day we stop exploring is the day we commit ourselves to live in a stagnant world, devoid of curiosity, empty of dreams.
That is a good quote. Also, in case you didn't know, civics and technologies can have multiple quotes now. They can randomize up. Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold equal to 50% of their strength. Yeah, maybe. Plus 15% faster growth for cities not in the original capital's continent. That actually would be relatively potent on the basis that we are quite spread out at this point. That being said, I don't believe I want to trade out any of this. The triangular trade is huge for us. For the gold, not to mention the faith. Stronger religious units going to be critical really soon. Double faith is really important. Raj is still quite good, especially as we become suzerain of more things. And actually, that's something else I've got to remember that I've got this. And actually, while guaranteeing our lock on Toronto, and I do want to get up to 6 envoys with Toronto, but we do want to become the suzerain of more things over here. Cheaper this. I think we still have some upgrades. And the military ones aren't quite as important to me in terms of our current situation. So I'm going to go with this because I think there's room for a couple more upgrades. So I'm happy with what you've got. We do have to... Oh, well, I guess we're going nationalism. What do you think? Do you want to take nationalism or something else? Gives us the ability to build another spy. Oh, we did unlock a new government. That's right, the Merchant Republic. No, we got to stay theocracy. I mean, it's what we do. I wouldn't mind getting an extra wildcard slot. But the discount on faith is good. The ability to buy land combat units with faith actually was hugely influential in the last thing. I don't think we're going to need that anymore, but the discount on faith is actually incredibly important for us, up until we get the tier 3. Ooh, nice. Up until we get the tier 3 idea. So we're not going to switch governments. You are going to come up to over here. You are going to keep improving the terrain over here. And let's see, the artillery can't fire from here, so it's got to cross. So I don't want you to go and attack the city right now. It's got walls. Yeah, definitely major defeat, so you just sit tight. This is a battleship. Okay, yeah. I clicked on Trajan, and it loaded me up. So Rome's definitely not in the game anymore. So what do I have? I have double battleship here. Do I have anything that can actually take this tile? What is this? Oh, an ironclad. Yeah. Or take this city, I should say. So let's scooch up and start bombarding Boston. Wait. I think I was assuming I already had Boston. I'm moving a worker up there. Oh, I stole the worker. That's what happened. I'm like, why do I have this guy? Also, why couldn't I bombard from here? Oh, maybe I didn't have vision. Yeah, after I moved out the worker. I'm getting so far ahead of myself with my moves. Alright, this battleship is done here. That Scythian caravel is not an enemy. I think I'm going to get the battleship to come towards this front here. You are some infantry that can heal up. Excellent. And this musket, I think I was going to keep looking around, but no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and position myself here. I think we're going to settle. So I'm just going to babysit this area. Make sure no barbarians spawn there. What the? He is dragging me. My ironclad actually moved. Unless it still has an old command to like attack that guy. No, it didn't, because I told him to do that. I'm gonna tell him to go over this way. Anyway, this ironclad's gonna come up and threaten Boston. And this Inquisitor is just going to heal up on this holy site. Build balloons for support. The balloons would give us +1 range. You're absolutely right. Does it work with ships as well? It's actually an interesting question that maybe we should solve. I can probably... that's... That was an odd offer. Oh, maybe something got pillaged. Maybe we had a deal and something got pillaged. So I'm going to see if I can faith buy a balloon in Rome, which follows Charlieism. No. I can only faith buy land units. So I could buy or build, like with gold, buy it or build a balloon, but I don't know. Here we started building our entertainment complexes, which I think is still going to be good, because we're a little bit amenity locked over here, and I think getting that resolved will be quite handy. I do like the idea of getting a little bit more culture. Actually, our culture's outpacing our science now, which it wasn't for a while. We were a little bit behind. May as well start to build up the granary and the watermill over here, actually. Keep the growth capacity up. Granny completed here. Looks like everything has been repaired, which is quite good. We do have an entertainment complex around, but the amenities over here is actually very, very, very good. I think what I need to do is get more holy sites. The question is, do we have a good place to build it? Well, here would give me the adjacency from 2 districts, which is quite good. We don't have enough forest to get a +2 with our holy sites, but this holy site would also probably buff those guys. I realize the production rate's quite low over here, but that's probably going to be okay. We could also get some industrial stuff, but no, I'll start on this, and I'm assuming that our production rates will start to improve given some time. That's going to be okay. You actually don't have enough amenities over in Kuma, so it actually probably is a good idea to finish the arena, and then once you do that, you'll probably go and build the zoo. So let me go in that, get that queued up. You over here can get a promotion to heal up, which I guess I will do. It means I won't be able to fire, but that's okay. Bonus when defending versus city attacks. Sounds very good. We're going to do that. And then you are going to go and bombard New York, destroying almost all of its walls. You are going to do nothing. We've got a builder over here, and what I want to do is, yeah, finish improving the terrain around my capital. It's not even going to necessarily finish it, but it'll get close. You just keep fortifying up. That's going to be fine. Battleship. Going to bring Boston down to 0. And we'll go and invade you. Now, I need to take New York because it was in the way. But I'll probably look to peace out after that. We could give up a Boston or something. Ooh. So this religion, Sikhism, can build the Gurdwara for food and faith. Still, I think it's probably best if we focus on, say, fixing the monument and then fixing the granary. We don't have vision. We had range, but not the vision to go and hit Charleston. And now my worker can come over here and help improve the terrain. Woo! You need to rest up, Mr. Inquisitor. And speaking of Inquisitors, is there anything else crazy going on over here? No. Could I start spamming out my apostles at this point? I think the answer is yes. I don't think I've got to save the faith for anything else. And we've got our apostles buffed now with Mont Saint-Michel. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and start doing that. Apostle. You got the right religion there, right? Yeah. And all your squares are filled. And then over here, we're going to go apostle and apostle. Yeah, the faith cost does go up. So you can faith buy or insta buy things in districts as well as the city. So you can actually, we can spawn 2 apostles per turn for each one of these cities, assuming the tiles weren't filled. There's actually an Inquisitor over here. So why don't I move the Inquisitor, say just there, and get you to just go back to sleep. And then over here, I can get another apostle. So the missionaries are cheaper for pure spreading, but we probably will have to do a little bit of warfare. I want to get an initial push in of apostles in their territory, sort of maybe clear up some Inquisitors or something like that, and then follow that up with a wave of missionaries. Can you show the tactical? You mean the strategic view? Here's the strategic view, which I love for its clarity. Especially, there's really good icons on here, at least we saw that before, for things that had been pillaged. In particular, we saw a harbor that was on fire. I actually didn't check to see if pillaged improvements show up as, like, really, really, really evident. Where could we see that? If I can navigate around here and find... Hang on. Oh, there, it's too far south. Yeah, see, there we go. Good sign. These things have clearly been pillaged. Really good icons for that. Because it's always been a little difficult to tell in strategic map mode. I would actually not mind like a really obvious icon. I think if you got a worker, sometimes it'll suggest it. But I'd like an exclamation mark or something like that over these tiles when they're on fire. And I realize that might be the sort of thing that maybe shouldn't be in the base game. But I would like a mod that just like turns these tiles purple when they're broken. Because otherwise, God knows, I'll never see them. Yeah, adjacency bonuses work through borders, which is quite nice. Oh, there we go. We finally broke away from this frickin' guy. Excellent. Yeah, I suspect it's because I forced the move away between things. He might have still had a queued command to try to attack or something weird. Alright, so he's willing to start making peace, and offering a lot for it. Here's what I want. I want to clear this list. I don't care about Boston or Charleston, but New York. Sorry then. I'll get back to you after I conquer New York then. I want New York because it's in my way. Well, it's less in my way, I suppose, now that I've got Jerusalem, because I can pass through the Jerusalem territory, which I couldn't for a while. I don't suppose this has got any wonders. It's a campus. I don't think so. Oop, and we got bopped a little. So we can promote the apostle here. So it starts with the martyr ability, which is great. So this one can either spread religion 2 extra times or operate as a medic, providing extra healing to units within 1 tile. Now I wonder, is there any chance this could heal other apostles? I doubt it. With chaplain and operate as medic, medic is a support unit that heals military units. I bet you he does not heal religious ones. Although if he did, be really good. But orator, spread religion 2 extra times. That might be useful. I suppose we don't have to upgrade him now. I wonder if promotions heal religious units, so I should never promote them until they've taken some damage. It's possible. So I'm just going to go and move my apostles forward without using up their promotion. And we're going to see how that works. Meanwhile, over here, amenities, housing is still poor. I could get the aqueduct. It's only 2 housing. But I guess we're going to do that. Hamar over here. Doesn't need the granary yet. Does need a builder, but I think I'd rather build it somewhere else. I don't suppose I can buy a builder. No, it's too expensive. There's good potential for overlap over here. We've got forest. Oh, man. I got an antiquity site. I was going to say, I could build a holy site here. It would be in between 2 forests. And then maybe build an industrial area here. It'll be adjacent to 3 quarries. I mean, we could also have a mine here, but that'll be pretty good. I kind of like that. Now, it would be nice if I could start the district, but then still chop this with a builder. But I can't. Also, I do not need an archer over here. You work your way over that way. Yeah, I think I like that. It's getting +6 from factory overlap, which is really nice. It's still going to take 44 turns to build a damn holy site, but the city can grow as well. Alright, yeah, I'm going to start it. I'm going to do this. We'll get the +1 faith from the forest, and it'll be well set up to build an industrial zone over here, and then it'll be adjacent to 2 districts, so we'll get an extra faith. And yeah, we'll try to get a builder down there. Yeah, let's get the stave church up. And over here, finish repairing the granary because we're at our housing limit. And over here, bombard New York with that. And a little bit more. Bring its defenses down to basically nothing. Attack with the ironclad, which may not be enough to finish it. Oops. Nope, but we have a musket over here. Still a musket, not a rifle. But I'm willing to bet you can take New York. Okay. We'll see what the next peace deal looks like. And go ahead and repair the monument first. And the bananas got improved. We're going to go improve the truffles over here. This builder is going to build a bunch of housing over here so that we can increase our population cap. Because each farm, which we're going to build, is giving us plus a half a point of housing. So you can bombard that over there. We're going to ignore Preslov. And the ironclad's going to make its way towards Charleston, because we should just be able to take it next turn. And I don't know what I want to do with this infantry. March towards Baltimore. We'll see. City has 8 production. How can a 60 hammer holy site take 40 turns? Yeah, I see what you're saying. You're absolutely right. I'm wondering if the time's not quite accurate. We're going to take a look at Hamar in a turn and see what's going on, because you're right. It should be producing a lot better. Maybe one of the buffs isn't kicking in. Is that where we're going to settle? I guess it doesn't matter. Either one of the two spots, as far as I can tell, is equivalent. I could move out here so we can get the fish, but then I don't get the rice anymore. A little less overlap over here, not that it really matters. Go straight into a monument to get the border growth. And then you... Oh, I'm gonna upgrade you to an infantry. I mean, there's lots of things we need to do with our money, but I think that's fine. And you're gonna move in over here and fire in the city. Oh, it's already got 0. And set up that. Okay.